Hi, everybody. Welcome to Human Resources, your healthcare course that we're going to be starting up with you. Dr. Royal and I, it's HPEM 5350, and we're both really excited to be with you and starting another semester. Can't believe that we're already into summer of the program, and so you folks are making great progress in completing all your requirements and getting on with your degree. You'll be done before you know it. So we're going to talk tonight, just introduce the course on human resources, and it's such an important course. There's so many things that you're going to learn within this course that we'll talk about with you that you can apply to your jobs. And so we're going to tonight spend time just going through the course, Dr. Royal and I, the syllabus, the course outline. You've met us, our syllabus, or not our syllabus, but our bios are on the website, and so feel free to look at those to get to know us more. And we'll just go forward with going through the course. So I'm going to introduce Dr. Royal. She'll say a few words about herself and then go through the syllabus.
We're so excited to have you in the class, and we know that you're excited for the summer session as well. So I just want to tell you, you know who I am, I think, but anyway, I'm Dr. Pat Royal, and I am the program director. So it's very exciting again to have you, and welcome. So now I'm going to share my screen. We're going to look at the syllabus.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. Now, maybe you have the opportunity to be looking at this as I go through the syllabus, but basically you can see the first part of this is just the general information about the course name and even the class, the hours that we have our class times appointments with students. And keep in mind that during COVID, we're not always in the office, so you might want to call, make an appointment if you need to meet with either one of us. But you have the emails and you have our telephone number there as well. So the next thing on the syllabus is your course description, and you'll learn a whole lot about this as we go along, but basically this is human resource management. And there are several different functions that we're going to look at, but it's kind of a basic overview of HR and particularly how it relates to healthcare. So I think you're going to enjoy this course a lot. The next part of the syllabus is the student learning outcomes. And I'm not going to get into this very deeply, just letting you know that you will see your assessments are tied to the student learning outcomes. And that's why you see exam, or you see maybe case study or discussion board. Okay, this is the part where students really want to know about your assignments and how they're graded. And we have 4 different types of assignments. The first one is a report with the HR manager, and I will talk about this a little bit later as well. And the second one is a group project. The third one is discussion boards and 2 case studies. And finally, we do have an exam. Now I'm going to go into these a little bit more detail in just a few minutes. And next you will see the MHA program learning outcomes, and these are tied to the competencies that are required through CAMI, which will be our accrediting body. And your textbook, this is your textbook. I think that it is very easy to read, so I think you will really enjoy this. And in addition to your textbook, you may have other readings that are assigned by one of your instructors. So now,
thanks. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit now about the course calendar. And as Dr. Rowe was talking about the textbook, it really is an excellent textbook, and easy to read, easy to get through, and really applicable to your role within a healthcare organization, especially if you're managing people. And so as we sort of designed the course and outlined all the different modules and then the requirements for the modules, we really wanted to focus on how the concepts in the textbook, how you could really apply them in your day-to-day working. And so we've got a variety of different activities. 2 of my favorite, I think, are going to be the guest speakers that we're going to be bringing in. We have someone who's going to be coming and speaking with us who's a healthcare human resource leader from a national long-term care facility who's been in HR probably 25 years. And so this is a gentleman I've known for years, and he has a real broad experience around human resource management, how the industry has evolved and what's happening currently. And so we'll have a Zoom call with him and he'll talk with us. And then our second Zoom call will be we're scheduling to have an individual come and talk about current practices in diversity. So diversity is such a hot topic right now, out in the culture and in the workplace. And so we want to make sure that we're giving you the best practices on what organizations are doing to be leaders in this space. And then there'll be a couple of discussion posts, a couple of case studies, which I think are very applicable to real life situations, as well as one of them being about a nurse named Tom, and it's not me, who is applying for FMLA. And how do you manage that when you're a leader and you're short-staffed and you got people on FMLA and the challenges with tracking and all that kind of stuff. You'll learn about that, and that's a real case scenario that I think is helpful. And then the assignments that Dr. Royal will walk through, and then midterm around week 5, module 5 is a midterm exam, straightforward. Will help you really to assess whether you're retaining the content. And then lastly, a group project, which Dr. Royal will tell you more about. So I hope the course calendar outlines structure in a way you can easily review it and access it quickly so you can get a sense of what's needed when. And really, we're trying to design the course for you folks to be able to get through it as easy as possible. So Dr. Royal, you want to continue with this assignment?
And also, I do want to make a note on your exam. I think it's about 33 or 34 questions.
Oh, it's more. Okay, great.
Yeah, we did change that a little. And so I think it's 33 or 34, but anyway.
Great.
The first exam, I meant to say assignment that you're going to have is to meet with a supervisor. And in meeting with the supervisor, you're going to ask this individual what are the top 3 challenges that they face as a supervisor. And you might have some similarities, but overall, you might come up with somewhat common themes because being a supervisor, you do face some of the same issues, particularly when you're looking at HR. So this is going to be your first assignment, and it's basically a 500-word report of that meeting and the results, and you'll be turning this in, and you can just ask any questions that you want to, though, before you have to do this. But this is going to be your first one, so this is something you might want to start thinking about a little earlier. You will also have 2 discussion board posts, and I think you've had discussion board. Well, I know you have because you had it with me, but you will basically make one original response, and then you will respond to another person in that discussion board. And just keep in mind how you use your sources. Remember that they're not .com and they're not newspapers, that they need to be peer reviewed. So you'll need to have at least one outside source here. Okay, next you will have case studies, and you will be required to analyze 2 different case studies. And Dr. Marion's just already told you a little bit about the case studies, and they're just like 2 to 3 double-spaced pages. So it's not a lot of writing, but the process is to get you to think through the process. And of course, we've told you about the midterm exam, and again, it's maybe about 33, 34 questions. And finally, you will have a group project as your last assignment. And at this time, we'll tell you later what groups you're in. At this time, we don't have them, but we'll know by the time classes get started pretty well. And in this one, you will identify a topic, and it will be approved by either Dr. Marion or myself, and you'll do some research on this topic. And you see your guidelines in here regarding your number of pages and the way it's written, the format and all, and it's all right here for you. So if you have any questions about that, you can certainly let either one of us know. The other class policies are the same that they are every single time, and they're like attendance, participation, late assignments, and academic honesty. And they're all defined in your syllabus. So if you have any questions about any of those, you can certainly let us know. And I think that's pretty much it. Dr. Allen, do you have any other comments?
No, I'm excited to be with everyone, and I really enjoy the face-to-face interactions that we'll have with the Zoom call. So look forward to those. And I think we could probably call this a wrap.
Sounds good.
All right, great. Well, everyone, we'll look forward to working together in this semester, and we will be available for anything that you might need. Thanks so much.